A week before Christmas, Stacy's assistant Kevin tells her that he has secretly entered her in a prestigious baking competition in the Kingdom of Belgravia. Initially reluctant, she agrees to go to Belgravia with Kevin and his daughter Olivia after an encounter with her ex-boyfriend. At the competition, she runs into her rival Brianna, who ruins her clothes. In a dressing room, Stacy runs into Lady Margaret Delacourt, Duchess of Montenaro and fiancée of Crown Prince Edward of Belgravia, and they are struck by their identical looks. Desperate for time out of the spotlight, Margaret suggests that they switch places for 2 days, then switch back before the competition and Margaret and Edward's wedding. Initially reluctant, Stacy eventually accepts, especially when Lady Margaret agrees to sponsor Olivia as a student in Belgravia's acclaimed summer ballet program. Stacy and Margaret quickly teach each other about their lives and behavior to minimize suspicion, and part ways. Olivia quickly discovers the switch but helps keep the secret while bonding with Margaret. Meanwhile, Prince Edward, who is supposed to be away on business for the 2 days of the switch, changes his plans to spend time with his fiancée. King George senses something is afoot, tasking his butler, Frank, to watch her. Stacy adapts to court life and begins falling in love with Prince Edward, while Margaret falls in love with Kevin and realizes that she loves living a normal life. Despite this, they switch back as planned. Meanwhile, Brianna sneaks into the TV station one night and sabotages Stacy's mixer. Frank photographs Margaret and Stacy together, and shows that they swapped identities to the Queen. The Queen then fakes illness to send Edward and Margaret to attend the competition in her place. At the competition, due to Brianna's vandalism, Stacy is forced to mix her ingredients by hand. Despite the setback, Stacy and Kevin win first prize, with medals presented by Lady Margaret and Prince Edward, where their switch is discovered. Margaret professes her love for Kevin, while Stacy walks away, feeling out of place in Edward's royal life. Edward stops her and proposes, suggesting a Christmas wedding in a year if they are still in love. 1 year later, Stacy marries Prince Edward and becomes Princess of Belgravia, and Margaret catches the bouquet.